Welcome to the Zach Attack Movie Awards, the second annual Zach Attack Movie Awards. I'm really excited to celebrate and talk about 2025 or 2024 with you in 2025. It's your boy, this is AB Cinephile, and I'm super excited to do this. I had a lot of fun doing this last year, and I'm excited to do it this year. I have some updated graphics. I have some digital codes to give away, courtesy of Collector Movie Man. Ooh, I'm muted. What? How am I muted? Hold on. Oh, of course. Camera, audio. Can you guys hear me now? Of course. I have a technical error. That has never happened before. I've never had it where my mic wasn't connected properly. I apologize about that. But like I was saying, it's your boy Zach. This is the second annual Zach Attack Movie Awards. I'm super excited to present the best of the best, of my opinion, at least for 2024. And this is basically my personal Oscars. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's going on here. So, award show facts. Dune 2 has the most nominations for the night. If you know me, if you see my 10 best movies of the year list and how I've talked about the film, you already know that it was going to be nominated in multiple categories. George Miller is the oldest person nominated on the film, and well deserved, because that man directed the hell out of Furiosa. For the first time ever, I'm going to have special presenters, which I'm really, really excited for you guys to see. I was love what everyone did. And the last thing is there's 3 Best Picture film nominees that have no acting nominations. So in the comments down below, guess which nominees that you think they're going to be and which ones don't have acting nominations. If based on my taste and what you know about me, which ones do you think is not going to get a Best Picture nom, but have none of the actors get nominated for their performances in it? Yeah. So let's see what the chat has to say, and let's go get into the first set of nominees. Hey, Zach, how are you doing today? Hope your day is going good. Looking forward to your live stream. My day is pretty good. I basically been prepping for this live stream all day. I had all these graphics set out, and then I ended up not loving it. So I scrapped all of them and made them from scratch. So if there's any mistakes on these, apologize, because I did these all today. But I think they came out really pretty good. But I'm doing good overall. Today has been a sleep, wait for packages to come to my house, and make graphics for this live stream. Everything's been about this live stream. This is going to be such an awesome live. First of all, hello, Obi Thornton Alliance. This is going to be such an awesome live stream. Very curious to see who wins, who gets snubbed, and also hope you're doing well, Zach. Thank you so much. And guys, in the comments down below, I would love for you guys to tell me who you think got snubbed, who are people you're hoping that got nominated. If you didn't see the nominees that I posted on the community tab, there's also some changes to some nominations as well. And predict winners, man. Predict some winners. I love to see it. Zach, I'm seeing the Brutalist next Thursday. I'm looking forward to it because I want to see all the hype is about. I'm excited for you to check it out. I feel like you're going to enjoy the film. Yeah, I also sent you to my live stream on Instagram. Appreciate it. I'm going to check that out after this. Obi Line says, I can already predict that Dune Part 2 is going to win the best movie of the year. That's going to be interesting. Since it's the new year, how many movies do you want to get up to this year? I think 150 is my capacity right now with work and editing and all that. I think 150 movies is probably my capacity. It might be more. 150 new 2025 movies. Obviously, it's going to be more than that because I'm going to be watching older movies as well. Throwback reviews are going to be slowly coming back. I'm excited for that. Jason Enterman said you can hear me clearly. What's up, Jason? Thank you for being in the live stream. TJ Billows, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Rangi, what's up? Cheap plug. I just did a live stream on his channel where we reviewed a old school anime film. It's not old school, but it's been a couple years since it came out, called A Boy and the Beast, and I had a really good time. Nominees with no acting nods. Megalopolis. That's a wild hot take right there. Megalopolis. This stream is the highlight of my day. Hey, TJ, thank you for that. Oh, geez, Megalopolis is awful. I'm going for 100 new 2025 movies. I barely made my goal last year. 100 solid. That's way more than most people. So I'm going to end the poll. And after the end of this poll, we're going to get into the first nominations. So I asked you guys how you guys feel overall for 2024 movies. And 57%, over half of you guys say you feel decent. It's not the greatest year ever. It's not a bad year. It was decent. 42% said great, but nobody said all-time year or mid-year. So most people was like, this is pretty good. So this was a great year, which is great. I feel the same. I don't think it's an all-time year, but I do think it may be a game-changing year in terms of what we see moving forward. So the first couple of awards that we're going to get into are going to be some of the first one's going to be an original award that you will only see on the Zack Attack Movie Awards, and that is the 2024 MVP. The nominees on this list are people who either were in a ton of films and performed really well in each of them, or had like a big event film that shaped the conversation or changed the culture in movie going. So let's do this.
Let's fucking go.
So yeah, I gave it to Ryan Reynolds as someone that I think, even though he only had one movie this year, I think that he did a really good job of shaping the excitement for the MCU. I think that Deadpool Wolverine was the biggest event movie that we had this year. Dune Part 2 obviously was an event movie, but it didn't go to the box office levels that I thought it would. It's not getting the love and from the award season, and some people have been mixed on it. Deadpool Wolverine's been universally loved, right? It's been universally loved. It's something that's going to be very memorable because of what it accomplished in terms of bringing all these characters back, and people don't appreciate comedy enough. And the movie was really, really funny. And I think because of this movie, people excitement for the MCU has started again. That Ryan Reynolds almost single-handedly doing this, co-writing it, co-producing it, heavy promotion, getting all these people who did make these cameos, not begging them, but asking them to come in and really shaping this film in a way. I think all the nominees in this film or in this list were very, very worthy. I think Audrey Ellis Taylor was right up there with him. I think Nicholas Hoult, I think someone in the chat just said Nicholas Hoult. Well, he said Willem Dafoe or Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo was pretty good too this year. He had The Master, and he also had Sing Sing. Glenn Powell had a really good year. I love Twisters. I love Hitman. And Nicholas Hoult was definitely a worthy choice. I was really leaning kind of towards him a little bit, but I thought Ryan Reynolds, what he did in terms of having an event film, helping the box office out. Inside Out 2 is the biggest box office hit, but it wasn't an event. I felt like it wasn't something that caused a lot of chatter. People watched it and talked about it for a little bit, but Deadpool Wolverine kind of had created memes. It kind of sustained its momentum throughout the year. And people really loved that film, and I really enjoyed it as well. So I think Ryan Reynolds did a really, really good job of doing that. And also he produced It Ends With Us. Even though that had some controversy, at the time, it was a movie that felt like kind of like a small event film for a lot of women who enjoyed that book, the adaptation of it, and it was a box office success. Hey, Dark Room Reviews, what's up? How you doing, man? 2023 blows 2024 out the water. I agree. I think 2025 will be an all-timer, though. Let's see. Hopefully, these movies don't start shifting around. Some trash, some good stuff. Hoping for better stuff next year. I feel you. Loving the music. Very award showy. I appreciate that. But the positive thing about it is not being such an awesome year. We have so many different lists and different opinions with them. I agree. Happy Chromis Prince. What's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing, man? Personally, I would have given it to Holt or Dafoe. That's totally fair. William Dafoe. in multiple movies and elevating every single one of them. Ray Fiennes for me, man. Ray Fiennes was strong in the Conclave. Conclave wasn't one of those films that was like in my top 10, top 15, or top 20 films, but he was a really great in that. I didn't like Deadpool Wolverine, but it did a lot for the box office. That's fair. Best visual effects is either going to be Doom Part 2 or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Okay. I might giving it to the final boss, The Rock. Oh man, if I included wrestling stuff in here, I definitely would have said The Rock as well. Let's talk about best visual effects. I think this has been a very interesting year in terms of visual effects. A lot of different movies doing a lot of interesting things with the visual effects. I got to stop real quick because this is hilarious. Why not Defoe and not the friend? That's a good one. I've heard that before, but it's always funny. Well, let's get into the nominees for the best visual effects. Yeah, come on. Dune, there's been a lot of great things. Kingdom Planet Apes, I was considering that a lot because the way the apes look in that film look phenomenal and look lifelike, almost like it's a documentary instead of a animated thing. But the way the sandworms look, the way the spaceships look, the way everything is visualized in this film in terms of VFX and CGI's perspective, it looks so physical, it looks so whole. You can't tell me that didn't look like those were real sandworms coming out of nowhere and killing all these people. He's talking about sandworms in the black and white Harnican plant were both awesome. Yes, the black and white was awesome with the I think it was infrared they used there. Dune 2, makes sense. Yay for Dune 2. It just makes sense. The Dune 2 looked great. He said the Wicked, baby. He loved some Wicked. Love Dune, love Romulus. Romulus looked great too. But I think above and beyond, I think Dune Part 2's VFX are so good that it's like it's just a given, right? Like everybody's like, I love this. This is an amazing looking film. It's some of the best looking sci-fi stuff that we've ever gotten ever. So it deserves the award. It's probably one of the only things that is going to get nominated and win for at these big award shows. I will give it credit. The action and visuals are the best part of the movie. I know you're not a big fan of Dune Part 2, but I'm glad that you can at least get on board with that. And if anybody, I think maybe Kenny Sparks, if you can. I don't know if you're busy, if your hands are busy. If you can tally up who's winning the most awards for the night. I know I already started, but I should have asked you this off camera. But if you can, man, since you're part of this channel a little bit, helping everything out. And a big part of visual effects and momentum in the film is film editing. I think film editing is one of the most underrated things that happens in film, and a lot of people don't talk about it. And it helps films either move quicker or feel like a slog. So these are the nominees for the best movies that were edited, the best edited movies. Yeah, so Mads, a film that many of you may not have seen or heard of. I know Kenny Sparks saw it because we watched it together. I believe TJ Billups also saw this film. Is a one-shot take zombie apocalypse film from the point of view of the infected people. From the beginning scene all the way to the end of the movie is just one shot, and you can barely tell where they stitched the set pieces together. It's a phenomenal achievement in editing. I think Mads is very underrated in terms of a film as a whole. If you saw my top 10 movies of the year, it's up there. And I really, really thought that it was like 1917. But I feel like with 1917, I could tell a little bit where things were kind of being stitched. But with Mads, I barely could tell. I think it was like one time I was like, okay, that's where they stopped and edited. But everything else was so seamless. And I highly recommend checking out this film. It's on Shudder. If you are a fan of zombie apocalypse films, it's definitely a film that you will like. It has tension. It's scary. It has one of the best performances of the year. And one of those people are going to be nominated later on as well. And yeah, I just highly recommend this film. I think it's one of the most underrated gems of 2024. And the editing is phenomenal. The rest of these movies were edited really well as well. I just realized there was an editing mistake on my part because Godzilla X Kong New Empire was not supposed to be there. I was like, wait, what? What? I must have forgot to take it out for VFX. So I think, yeah, I think that was just an extra screen. I think everything else was in there. Yeah, Godzilla X Kong was not supposed to be nominated. So jitters, but Mads won. That's all that matters. I figured out who your lookalike is. Stevie Wonder, is that you? That hair gave it away. Stevie Wonder? I gotta ask the chat. Do I look like Stevie Wonder? That's the first time I've heard that before. Yes, no, a little. Hell no. Vote on the chat and let me know if I look like Stevie Wonder. How long is the awards? I was going to start filming my Wolfman review, but I can hold off. I'm trying to not go more than an hour and a half. If I could get this down an hour, that'll work too. But yeah. Hey, Zach, did you hear that Dune Part 2 won Best? Yes, well deserved. Thankfully, some award show is awarding the film properly, even though, it's Rotten Tomatoes and not a lot of people talk about that awards. Mads was fire. Hey, Zach, I watched Stranger Isles. I really did not like it. I only gave it like 1.5 stars on Letterboxd. That's very surprising. That is a hot take. Can you admit that, though, that Strange Darling was edited really well? Because that's one of the highlights of that film. Editing is definitely important. Definitely might give this movie a watch. Yeah, definitely check it out, man, if you have access to Shudder. That's hilarious. Good God, that's Alex Khan for editing his nasty work. Yeah, I didn't mean to put that in there. You should have saw the shock on my face when I saw it pop up. Editing. I was like, I'm not getting nominated for best editor on YouTube. I was gonna say that was trash. The movie wasn't trash. It wasn't the best edited movie though. Light skinned Stevie Wonder. I can see it. Oh God. Okay. If I'm the only one who can see it resemblance, that's okay. Yeah, it's definitely edited very well. I just didn't like it. That's fair. Let's get into best costume design. So some of the costumes that really help you immerse in the film, whether it's something that's in a certain time period or it's in a sci-fi area where it has to look very different but still grounded in a way where it looks practical, or just costumes that really set the period or the piece that they're trying to go for in the tone, and it fits perfectly and helps you get immersed in the film. It looks like Godzilla X Kong New Empire is going to haunt me for this whole stream. understand how I made that mistake. I could have swore I wrote Lisa Frankenstein in there. I apologize for these mistakes, guys. But the winner is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I really went back and looked at that. Godzilla X Kong, but Lisa Frankenstein. I know. I like the costuming in Lisa Frankenstein. I know some people don't like that film. I like it. I think it really brings the gothic feel to the life. Godzilla X Frankenstein. That's amazing. But yeah, I really like the costuming in Beetlejuice. I think that they do a really good job of having a lot of fun with it. It immerses you into this weird world that has these really awesome costumes. They're really janky sometimes and really awesome in others, and they do a really good job of elevating the movie in a way where if the costuming wasn't as good as it was, the movie would not be as entertaining as it was. Especially the villains of the movie look great. I'm forgetting what the actress name, the one that played the villain, but her costume was amazing, and it brought you right in to the character right away, even though they underutilized her. But yeah, sorry about these editing mistakes. I thought I checked these over, but I guess I fumbled the bag. But yes, it was Lisa Frankenstein, and Beetlejuice is the one that hot take. Beetlejuice is better than the first one. That's a hot take, but I've heard people say it, so it's not a super hot take. It's not a super hot take. Here's a film that I'm gonna give away. Let me know if you get the code, that has some great costume design and some great editing. I was just talking about it, and that is 1917. This code is granted by someone that's in the chat, Collective Movie Man. Thank you again for giving digital codes away to my subscribers. I always appreciate you for that. Here is the code for 1917. If you have not seen it, if you don't own the film, at least you can own it now on digital and watch it anywhere. Write down that code as soon as you can. This will go away in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 1917, one of the great movies that I had a lot of fun with. It's cracking me up. Don't worry. Yeah, I guess it's gonna have some type of comedy in here. You know what I mean? But yeah, good time. We're having a great time, guys. Next up. So this was one of the hardest categories that I had to do. I went through this. I went the substance, and I went, wait, no, a different man. And then I started thinking about all these films that had amazing costumes and makeup and hair, and how it transported or transformed Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice, forming him into Donald Trump in a way that was very peculiar. But it's the substance. It's the subs. You know what I mean? Godzilla X the substance. That's gonna be just an ongoing joke. The substance going or a different man. Yeah. I feel I have Doom 2 as the most nominated on here. Yep, definitely is. He said, yeah, the substance, man. Everything they did, all the body horror, one of the greatest body horror films of all time, and that is down to the makeup and hairstyling. They did a great job of making Marla Qualley look like one of the hottest actresses that's ever been in a movie, with the prosthetics and the makeup and the hair and everything they did with her. Demi Moore looked fantastic, but everything they did after that, in terms of what they did with the body horror, the way her back was broken, the way she turned into the monstrous version at the end, everything looked absolutely fantastic. And yeah, the substance, man, it looked absolutely amazing. And I had a clip, but I forgot. Still, those last 45 minutes of substance won the award by itself. Facts. Yeah, absolutely. Still need to watch Substance. You do, man. You definitely need to check it out. Oh, Zach, I wanted to tell you the Substance comes out next week on 4K and Blu-ray. Yeah, I gotta get on that. I will need to get that 4K because yeah, that's a movie I definitely have to have in my library. Definitely have to be in my library. Something else the Substance had really good stuff is the best cinematography, and that is the next category. How can you look at that and not say that's the best looking movie of the year? And not just the best looking movie, just to look the best, but uses cinematography to help tell the story. That orange glow just set the mood and tone for that opening scene. And there's so much that happens in the movie with the colors that sets the tone of the movie. And I just realized the movie opens and ends with that tone. And the way it makes everything look so dry and rich at the same time. Dune Part 2 is one of the best looking movies I've ever seen in my life. And it helped with the VFX, make it look great as well, with the beautiful, gorgeous cinematography. There were so many films on this list, though, that could have got in. I thought The Substance looked absolutely gorgeous. And that was another film that I thought that was right up there. Nosferatu looks amazing. And it was really, really hard not to give it to the best cinematography. Queer is a movie that overall I didn't love, but looks amazing. And that's one of the cinematography is some of the best parts of it. Challengers cinematography tells a story. The Brutalist looks amazing too. And Nickel Boys, the cinematography for that film is almost the best part of the film. It really helps tell the story too. But Dune Part 2 takes it by a long shot for me. Hey, CC Clemens is in the chat. What's up? Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the live stream. I hope I know you just came home from watching One of Them Days. Did you enjoy the movie? I want to go see it this week, but I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to. How did you enjoy One of Them Days? And while I wait for you to answer that, let's get into the best production design. This is the films that built the best sets and physical sets and used them to the best of their abilities. And once again, a little bit of editing mistake. This happens when you're on crunch time, man. And it's not even like I procrastinated. I took my time. I thought I looked over everything. That was best film production design, not cinematography. I don't know why I said that at the end. But it goes to Nosferatu. I think they did a really great job of not only bringing this German town to life, but also using the Nosferatu or Dracula's castle as a character. On top of that, the setting of that was intense. It was creepy, and also the one thing that I thought they did a really good job of is making the castle react to Nosferatu. So it was like it was a part of him. That was some of the most creative parts of the production design. The Brutalist is all about production design. That's what the movie's about. So that was close up there too. I'll really consider The Brutalist as well. And obviously, things like Dune was great, and there's a couple films in here that have great production design as well. I think Wicked, that's one of the strongest parts of it, and Hundreds of Beavers and things like that. But yeah, I have to give it to Nosferatu. I think it was phenomenal. CC Clemens says she loved it. That's great to hear. I'm excited. Are we having the first great comedy of 2025, or comedies coming back in a good way in 2025? I'm excited for that. Nosferatu is worthy. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad I'm not picking bad choices. It's just some wonky editing sometimes. Okay, so we have the first special guest, special presentator for Best Voice Acting.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Zack Attacks Award Show. I am Brandman Brandon, 1/3 of the Spoiler Kings, here with you guys to with my buddies Brian the Grizzly, Tank Kramer, here to give you the best voice acting tonight. So that said, let's hop into it. We are going to start with Sarah Snook for Memoir of the Snail, Owen Teague, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Lupita Nyong'o, Wild Robot, Maya Hawke, Inside Out 2, Brian Tyree Henry, Transformers 1, Peter Dinklage, Wicked, Leah Drucker, Mars Express, and last but certainly not least, Keanu Reeves for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So we got them all. Let's give our in our finalist. Our winner is Lupita Nyong'o for the Wild Robot.
Yes,
well deserved.
Wow,
Came through and crushed it. Great movie. Totally under my radar. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but I'm happy it came out. And Lupita Nyong'o deserves all her flowers.
Yeah, man. I want to thank the Spoiler Kings for presenting the best voice acting. They did a great job presenting. Love seeing them. Those guys are some OG YouTube friends, and they came through and gave me some good presentation. And yeah, I thought Lupita Nyong'o was the best voice actor. She did a great job with that character, and I absolutely love that movie. And she's a big part of why that movie works in a way. She sounded so robotic in the beginning, but slowly started sounding human. I think that she did a really great job there. There's so many great voice actors. So many great voice actors on this list that it make, like someone said, it's a hard category. All these categories have been pretty tough for me. But this one's one of the tougher ones. I had to really go back and kind of like watch parts of the movie to see. And look, I just kept coming back to Lupita Nyong'o. So congratulations to her. And thank you again to the Spoiler Kings. And before, let's see. Wait, I had to go with 100 Beavers for costuming. That's a really good one for costuming. I really enjoyed Nosferatu. I'm glad that you did, man. I've only heard good things about Nosferatu Tofu. That's funny. I might go with Inside Out 2. Okay. Loved Wild Robot. Lupita is a great choice. Hey, Wild Robot, I knew you was a genius. Yo, still haven't seen Wild Robot yet. Check it out. It's a very tough choice. Hey, Through the Lens, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Let me know what you think are gonna win some of these categories, man. The anxiety attack from Inside 2 had me. Oh yeah, that was a phenomenal moment. I really was thinking about it hard in terms of that. But that was a phenomenal moment in there. And talking about phenomenal moments, let's get into a category that every award show should have, but does not. And that is, and also, hold on, I'm going to put that. The links to every presenter is going to be in the description below. So if you're not subscribed to anybody you see here presenting, that's not me, definitely subscribe to them. If you're not subscribed to me and you're watching, please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, best stunts. Let's talk about that. Yeah, so this is another movie that's probably a huge underdog going against a bunch of films that um people have probably seen. I think Kill's probably one of those films that are probably underseen as well that could have gotten this as well. But both of them coming from Indonesia. The Shadow Strays. Guys, check this movie out on Netflix. It's an awesome action film. I think maybe the best action film that came out last year. The choreography and the stunts performed in the movie was phenomenal. It was fantastic. It's obviously the best part of the movie. They do a good job of creating an emotional story so that it's not just fighting and there's some emotion behind it. But some of the things that they pulled off in this movie in terms of how they choreographed everything, where if it was sometimes when they choreograph films, especially martial art films, it feels like a dance. So there's some grittiness left out of it, but this didn't feel like that. And you could tell it was choreographed really well, but it also didn't feel like a dance. Still felt gritty. It still felt amazing, and the camera work was phenomenal. I highly recommend checking out The Shadow Strays. It's an underseen film that hopefully gets a sequel because they set the way it ended. I feel like it set it up for a sequel. So yeah, everything here was well deserved. I see some people saying about Doom 2. Furiosa I was very considering because there's some amazing stunts in there. Kill has some amazing choreography and stunts as well. I don't know. It was a lot of films that I really, really love in terms of that. It's probably films that I probably snubbed and I didn't think about. It was a tough one, but I just kept remembering Shadow Strays and kept coming back to that. Anxiety Attack, Transformers 1 and Wild Robot are awesome. I really, really had a good time with Transformers 1. Wild Robot was definitely awesome. Wild Robot was 2 times better on the second watch. I remember you weren't too big on it the first time you watched it. I'm glad you gave it another chance and you ended up loving it. So you go with Kill, and then we saw all that. Let's see if anyone else says. I've not seen this movie. Check it out. We'll be throwing the lines. It's on Netflix. No Matter Web, Dom. No, the stunts in Matter Web were pretty good, but no. Would you consider doing a best fight scene category for next year? Yeah. So one thing I'll announce right now for next year, I'm going to definitely have more specific categories that make sense for me. I'm going to try to do like some genre categories. So like best science fiction, best action, best comedy, best horror. And I think a best fight scene and best moment. I had best moment last year, but I think a best fight scene will be good. I think we're going to have a lot of great action films this year. From Mickey 17 might have a great fight scene. Obviously Mission Impossible. We'll also have Captain America Brave New World coming out. So I'm really, really excited to do that. We also have Ballerina coming out. That should be on the top of the list. So yeah, I'm definitely going to consider that. I'm going to start making that list now in terms of having the categories out and seeing what I take out. All right. So we're done with like the technical categories. Now we're getting into some of the craft categories and the things that help make a movie a movie. You know, all the stuff that we talked about here help make a movie a movie. You can't make a movie with a lot of this stuff. Maybe best voice acting, you could do a live action movie without it. But what? No. Hell no. I'm pervy, but I'm not that pervy. I'm not letting the perv fly on my live stream. That's crazy. You're hilarious. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about some screenplay action. Let's get into the best adapted screenplay. Yeah, so this was one of the hardest ones that I had to do, right? There's so many great adapted screenplays this year. Obviously one of my favorite movies on here, Doom Part 2, but I thought Conclave, the way it adapted the original book and the way the screenplay is put together is why that movie is so great. I think it does a really great job of keeping this thing feeling so intense, even though it's not really a thriller. It's a political thriller, but not in a way where people are shooting or fighting. It's just people talking about choosing next pope. And the screenplay does a great job of making you feel engaged from beginning to end, and making you want more after. A lot of these other films on the list are really, really great in terms of adaptation. Dune Part 2, obviously, people say that movie or that book was unadaptable, and Denis found a way. Sing Sing is fantastic. Nickel Boys is an achievement. The Wild Robot Look Back are also great animated ones. I think animated screenplays deserve shout outs. Hitman was really, really fun. Night Bitch was really, really fun. The Beast is a complicated one that feels unadaptable that they did a great job with. Nosferatu, obviously, I'm counting things that are also sequels. So if you're a sequel of something, I'm counting as an adapted because you're like taking on what you were doing before. And Inside Out 2 as well gets into that category. But the winner is Conclave. So I can dig Conclave. That I'm glad to hear. What's up, Zach and chat? Tank Kramer, what's up? We just saw you guys just a couple minutes ago presenting best voice acting. Thank you again for presenting that. Obviously, the Spoiler Kings will be showing up later into this live stream pretty soon, actually. But let's get into the best original screenplay. So these are films that are from scratch. They didn't adapt anything. They might be inspired by something, but they're not adapting any source material, and they're not a sequel to something. So let's get into. Yeah, Heretic, man. Once I found out that movie was a movie made from scratch, a completely original story, it was a surefire winner for me. I think just like Conclave, a film that's not heavy on the action, is mostly people just sitting around talking. They do a great job of utilizing the actors that they casted, utilizing the subject matter in a way where you're always engaged, utilizing Hugh Grant's charisma, where he's usually this charming guy in romantic comedies and dramas, and utilizing it in a way where you feel like he's an evil person, but it's just an evil version of what he usually does. And I think that the way they use Sophie Thatcher, who's the bigger star of the two girls, and what they did with her and that character, I think they did a really good job of utilizing her stardom, kind of, and making you feel like, oh, she's safe, but she wasn't. So I think the screenplay for that is phenomenal. Even the ambiguous way that the movie kind of ends on, I think that the movie did a really good job. Well, I know it's a controversial, ambiguous ending that people did not appreciate. Some people didn't appreciate, some people did. I did appreciate it. And the more I thought about it, but yeah, Heretic, man, I think that it had the best original screenplay, a movie made just from straight up from scratch. I think it was the best one. But there's so many great ones here. Strange Darling just shouted out to me. Honora shouted out to me. Obviously, something like The Substance shouted out to me. A Different Man, a movie that's very, very underrated on Netflix, His Three Daughters. I highly recommend that. Shouted out to me. And those are some films that I was just like, damn, I really would love to get them on here, but or let them win. But I'm glad that they're nominated and they can be celebrated, and you guys can go check them out if you have not. CC Clemens said, "What is up? Sup? Heretic was very good. I'm glad you liked it. I really hope Ray Fiennes wins at the Oscars this year because he's never won an Oscars or even a Golden Globe. That is crazy. Heretic is my favorite movie this year. Nice. I liked Heretic until the final 10 minutes. That's true. I probably would have went with Honora. That's fair. That's fair. I think Honora's screenplay is more. I think that the actors held up the screenplay a little stronger than in Heretic. I think the Heretic screenplay was a lot more well written. There's parts of that screenplay in Nora that I felt like it was kind of turning its wheels, but still a great one. That's why it was nominated. Nora was my film of the year, but haven't seen Nosferatu yet. Nice. Nora was one of my favorite films of the year too. I think it was number 15 in my top 20. Heretic has great acting, but the ending was out of left field. I don't know. If you're really paying attention to what they're talking about, faith and miracles, and if you believe, the ending is not as out of left field as you think. Give it a rewatch. Okay, the next category is an original category that I have here. I did this last year and I had a really good time doing it. It's a little different this year, but we have special presenters for this one. So let's go.
Thank you for joining Zack Attack's award show. My name is St. Kramer. I am 1/3 of the Spoiler Kings, and I'm going to present the best breakout performance. And we got the nominees: June Squibb from Thelma, Isaac Wang from Dee Dee, Neo Tiger Free from First Omen, Elisa Weir from Abigail, Aaliyah Brown, Furiosa, Macy Stella, My Old Ass. That's the name of the movie. Mia McKinnon Bruce, How to Have Sex, and Elliot Efren from Blitz. And we have the winner for Best Breakout Performance is Abigail, Elisa Weir. So congrats.
Well deserved.
Zack Attack Award, Best Breakout Performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you, Spoiler Kings, once again for presenting that. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, best breakout performance is also another hard category. I was looking up and down through this a lot. There's a lot of great people in here. The actress from June Squibb from Thelma, that being her first role at like 80 or 90 years old, she did a phenomenal job here. And a lot of other actors that did a really great job. Aaliyah Brown from Furiosa did a really, really good job too. But Abigail has a lot of great performances in there, but Alicia Ware as Abigail makes that movie. She was phenomenal as this 12-year-old Valerie the Vampire, showing so much maturity in her performance, being very funny, being ferocious as hell, and never making me feel like she didn't know what she's doing. She felt like she was acting beyond her years. Yeah, I love Alicia Ware. She did a fantastic job. There's other people like Isaac Wang from Dee Dee. He did a great job in that movie as well. But yeah, I think Alicia Ware just kept speaking to me when I thought about breakout performances. I hope to see her in more things. It was a tough category. I'll pop out now, but we'll watch the rest of it on VOD later. Thank you, Rangi, again, for joining in. And once again, guys, go check him out, subscribe to his channel, and check out our conversation about The Boy and the Beast. Actually, not a bad choice. I appreciate that. Abigail deserved that 100%. A great category overall. Thank you for presenting it. Hey, Zach, do you remember that website I told you about, Sloppy Seconds? They're selling a shotgun season 1 and Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm ordering it in 2 weeks. Nice. I might get the foreign Killers of the Flower Moon because I know they made a UK version of it. I might just get that. Shogun, I need to watch. Part of me wanted the kid from Dee Dee to win. The young lady from Abigail had a lot more to do with her performance. Yeah, look. There's a lot of people here I wanted to win. I just had to make sure I got everybody. And you're right, though. The young kid from Dee Dee, he said it's such a great job. He also showed a lot of maturity, acting immature in that film in a great way. So, yeah, that's a good shout out. Isaac Wang, man. And, Kenny, go Google him. Go look at his Instagram. He grew so fast. It's insane. Insane how fast he grew, man. But yeah, now we're getting into, obviously we got into Best Breakout. We're getting into the nominees that are for acting nominations. We did the craft, we did the technicals. Now we're doing the best acting nominations. By the way, I'm keeping totals. I appreciate you, my friend. You're my guy. So the first one up is Best Supporting Actress. Well, Yeah, so wow. If you would have asked me this before Wicked came out, Zendaya was my best supporting actress winner by far for almost the whole year. I was like, she's amazing. I want her to get nominated for awards. She did a great job in Dune Part 2. I thought she was phenomenal in that film. But Ariana Grande was amazing inside of Wicked. She made that movie work. I think one thing that these award shows don't usually not like congratulate is comedy. It's not easy to do, and she is hilarious in that movie. But she's not only hilarious, she sings really well, she's dancing really well, but she also is doing a great job with the dramatic parts as well. I didn't see Ariana Grande while watching the movie. I saw Galinda or whatever her name is now. And I was like, I hate you. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. And I think that is a sign of someone that did great at their role. I think Ariana Grande is well deserving of all the praise that she's getting. Obviously, she's not the front runner right now because Zoe Saldana and Emilia Perez is doing great things. But I think Ariana Grande is well deserving out of everybody that's doing it. I think you said Zendaya is supporting. I do think Zendaya is a supporting actor. I don't think she's a lead in the movie. I think she supports Timothée Chalamet's performance. There's a lot of scenes without her in it. Timothée Chalamet to me is the lead of the movie, and he has a big supporting cast with Rebecca Ferguson, Javier Bardem, who could have got nominated, Austin Butler, and how they helped push him forward in the film. When I think about supporting actors, I'm like, how do you help the main character? That's kind of how I do it. But yeah, the backstabber name is Galinda. Goddamn backstabber. She's the worst. Oh, man. Collectible Man was rooting for Ariana as well. Ariana is a good choice. Thank you. Ariana Grande killed it. I agree with Zendaya too. She was about the only person that kept me interested in Dune 2. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're not a big fan of it as well. That's always funny. Speaking of CC, she's up next.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, y'all, it's CC Clemens. What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Drink your water. Start playing.
Shame.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. So here are the nominees for Best Supporting Actor. Let's get into it. Washington in Gladiator 2. Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa. Furiosa. Okay. I have to. I have an obligation. Wagner Moura in Civil War. Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing. Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice. Adam Pearson in A Different Man. Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. The Brutalist. I don't know. Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. John Earl Jelks in Exhibiting Forgiveness. And lastly, Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu. My favorite movie of the year. Top 10, hands down. I loved it so much. I'm kidding. I didn't like it at all. Sorry. No, I'm not. All right, you guys, and the winner is... I'm gonna get my ghetto envelope for this. Do you have it in you to make it epic? Chris Hemsworth and Furiosa! Oh, let's go! Oh, I'm not supposed to be hyped like that. Yeah. Furiosa! You've gone too far! Okay, definitely a well-deserved win. Furiosa was my top movie of 2024, and Chris had a big part to play in that. My favorite villain act to date, and I don't even like villains, even if they're understandable. I've never vibed with them. This is the first villain that I actually really loved and enjoyed, and it's his best performance that I've seen. He just straight up did his thing on this, and can't wait to see more from him. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now back to Zack Attack. Also, drink your water.
When I tell you, I've watched this CC clip 100 million times because, like Kenny Spark says, that CC energy is amazing. Thank you so much for presenting the Best Supporting Actor. I was thinking about giving you Best Supporting Actress, but your energy for Chris Hemsworth and Furiosa made that worthy, and I'm glad I was not being sexist, and I gave you Best Supporting Actor because that was amazing. You did a great job presenting. You should get an award for that energy yourself. Thank you. You made it fun editing. Every time I was like, okay, what can I put in here because she is hilarious. I had to zoom in and all that. But this was another hard one. I was looking at Denzel really, really strongly. He made that movie. I was looking at Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu, completely transforming himself in a way that I've never seen before. But I just kept coming back to Chris Hemsworth's performance, one of his best performances of all time in Furiosa. He was so good. He had a range of emotions, a range of character. He played a young version of that character, an older version, an old man version. He did such a great job of being the illest villain and antagonist that you like in that movie. And I think it was well deserved. I really love his performance, and kind of like CC, he brought great energy. So yeah, congrats to Chris Hemsworth for his performance. Excited to see what he does next, as like CC said. And if you are not subscribed to CC Clemens, her link to her channel is in the description below. Also, if you want to see more of that energy, she just did a Smile 2 reaction video where it's also a sing-along. Is one of the most entertaining reactions I have ever seen in my life. And I love watching reactions to movies. And she did such a great job on that one. Definitely go check it out. It's so funny, so fun. Makes you want to sing along as well. So definitely go check out CC Clemens, and thank you for presenting. Let's see what you guys got to say in the chat. Hemsworth is a great choice. Well-deserved for Chris Hemsworth. That was awesome, CC. That was awesome. Your energy was amazing. I know you asked me to present this category on purpose when I saw the winner, and I appreciate that as my energy showed. Yeah, I was like, when I saw, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta give it for Furiosa. Award tally update: Dune 2 for 2. Every other winner won. Dune's 1, 2, and lost 2. Thank you for the update. That's very interesting. Thanks, Collective Movie Man. Everyone thought Dune was gonna make a sweep, but I'm not that biased. Hey, appreciate the love on the Smile 2 reaction. That means a lot for real. It's well deserved. It's well deserved. You did great work, and everyone should be seeing it. And it's getting a good amount of views. I think it's almost to 700 views. So let's get that bad boy to 1,000. You know what I mean? So we have these next couple ones are almost all presenters, which is exciting. So I'm going to be off screen for a while, but the next one up is Best Actress.
Best Actress, by far the most difficult category of this award season. There are so many great performances this year, but only so much space. I genuinely feel bad for those who are left off, but I'm confident that Zach included all of the proper nominees who should be on this list. And without further ado, let's get to our nominees. Demi Moore for The Substance. Isabella Mercado for Turtles All the Way Down. Mickey Madison for Nora. Naomi Scott for Smile 2. Juliette Garippi for Red Rooms. Willa Fitzgerald for Strange Darling. Anjanou Ellis for Origin. Lily Rose Depp for Nosferatu. Amy Adams for Night. Bitch.
I says bitch. You said that. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl. Zendaya for Challengers. What do you mean? If she's not on the list, Zendaya is not nominated. Hey, Zach, what the f***? And our winner is Lily Rose Depp for Nosferatu. Zach, tell us why Nosferatu's Target won this award.
Nosferatu. Oh man, that was amazing. But yeah, thank you, Kenny Sparks, for bringing your particular energy to that. That was funny, and the editing was all him. I just added the pictures. He did all the other stuff because he's the man, and I appreciate him. You know, I love you, man. Thank you so much for putting all that effort in and editing. That was hilarious. But yeah, Lily Rose Depp wins. I think that she had the best performance of the year amongst everyone, right? The physicality, the range of emotions, the way she transformed herself into being in that time period, even though she's very, very young and from the iPhone face time period. She played the, oh my God, where's my husband? To the horny, raging person for a vampire, to I'm possessed, to just manic. She did so much to help this movie, and I think it's one of the greatest performances I've personally seen in my life. I think she did an amazing job. This list was not easy. Demi Moore was an actress that I really, really wanted to award. I love her so much, but you know, she wasn't there. Nicole Kidman did a great job. I know. Zendaya, not for Dune. I'm not for Dune, for Challengers. I know, but I just felt like I had so many people on the list, and I didn't think she beat out any of these people that I had here yet. But thank you for making that really funny. Thank you for making it epic, as Chris Hemsworth would say. Yeah, that was, as Obi Thornline said, that was very entertaining. He did a great job. Yeah, that was so funny. Nose for Diddy. Everything was really hilarious. But yeah, I think Lily Rose Depp has a bright future if she can bring this much effort and work with really great directors like she did here. In her performances here, even the show that she did with The Weeknd, The Idol, she was great in that as well. Even though that show's weird. But let's see what you guys say. Hey, Nay Boogie. Hey, I just wanted to stop by and leave a like. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling well. I'll be hopping off. Well, Nay, hopefully you're feeling better soon. Appreciate you jumping in and leaving that like button. And if you have not hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. And yeah, Jason, thanks so much. Yes, my highest viewed movie reaction so far. Nice. Great thumbnail. Great title. You did a great job. You well deserved. Way more. You should deserve that. My boy Kenny. Yep. That laser before. Yep. That crap was hilarious. Dead. Yeah, it was hilarious. No Taratu. I'm leaving the chat. Just joking. That was very entertaining. Yeah, man. Shake man, I meant pause, not laser. Autocorrect. Yeah, I know. Fair. Nosferatu has tied Dune Part 2 2 at awards. Nice. Well done, guys. Up next, we got another guy doing best actor.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Zack Attack Awards Show. My name is TJ Billups. Human, lover, YouTuber, jokester. You know how it goes. When it comes to Best Actor, you sit back and think who gave the best of the best performance of the last year. And while there were a lot of outstanding performances that came out last year, I promise you all this. Nobody on planet Earth can act out more than a sweaty NBA 2K player who spent his entire mortgage on his My Player. But anyways, here are the nominees for Best Actor. Timothée Chalamet, Dune Part 2. Sebastian Stan, A Different Man. Also Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. Koji Yakusho, Perfect Days. Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing. James McAvoy, Speak No Evil. Hugh Grant, Heretic. Josh Hartnett, Trap. And Glenn Powell, Hitman. And the award for Best Actor goes to Koji Yakusho. So congratulations to Koji. I have not seen the film, but now I gotta check it out for real. And thank you, Zach, for inviting me on to the Zack Attack Award Show.
Hey, my boy TJ. And it's funny, he just came in. I'm late, but nose for Diddy. My nigga TJ. My guy. Yes, sir. Sebastian Stan gonna take out Sebastian. That's gonna happen this award season. People are gonna be split on the votes. But yeah, great presentation. TJ, once again, bringing his energy here and do an amazing job presenting. Thank you so much. Yeah. I know another person, probably a surprise winner. A lot of these performances here, like Coleman Domingo and a bunch of the actors in here, Sebastian Stan, are more popular actors, bigger movies. But what Koji does inside of Perfect Days, I thought I've never seen before. So this year has been a year where I've loved films that are silent. We talk about Hundreds of Beavers, where there's barely no dialogue or any dialogue at all. We talk about Sasquatch Sunset. We talk about this movie, The Perfect Days. It's a film about a man who is happy with life, but you can see there's a undercurrent of melancholy in him, and Koji just not talk 98% of the movie. It's all about him going about his day, his perfect days, and going about his routine and how he reacts to everybody else. And he doesn't really talk, and he does an amazing job of telling you the story just through his face. And I think that's the most impressive thing you could do. You can have phenomenal monologues. You can have phenomenal physical performances. You can have the greatest voice changes ever. But for you to not talk and just give a top tier performance that way, I think it was well deserved to be nominated and to win. And also, that's just a beautiful movie that made me cry. And he's a huge and main part of that film. If you have not checked out Perfect Days, it's on Hulu. Go check it out. Kenny Sparks, I think you specifically like it. It's a gorgeous looking movie that could have been nominated for Best Cinematography. It could have been nominated for Best Editing as well, because the editing in that film is really good, because it is a movie that is about someone going about their day, but it's never boring. I never felt bored. They know when to not make a scene drag on. So yeah. Thank you again for TJ Billups for presenting that award, and congratulations to Koji. I need to go get that Criterion Collection of that film because that's who had made the 4K for it. But yeah, this is great. I really want to watch Perfect Days. Yeah, you definitely should check it out. Great film. I do think Sebastian Stan's performances are so great, and they're just taking them out. Hey, Michael 11591, what's up, man? How you doing? Love saying your name. The next one is presented again. This one is Best Ensemble.
Hey, I'm Brian the Grizzly, 1/3 of Spoiler Kings, and we are here for Zack Attack's award show. We wanted to go over the nominees for Best Ensemble. So what we have are Dune 2, we have Wicked, Conclave, Honora, Sing Sing, Challengers, The Substance. Damn, that was good.
Ooh.
Heretic, and Nosferatu. And the winner, the Second Tax Award Show, is Honora. Congratulations, Honora, for winning this category.
Yeah. Oh, that caught me scratching my hair. Got a little itch. Yeah. So Honora, first of all, thanks Spoiler Kings, 3 for 3 on presentations. For me, I appreciate you guys, the OGs. But Honora, to me, the ensemble cast is what make that film so great. Every single person in the cast brings it. Are memorable characters. They have chemistry with every single person, whether they're alone with one-on-one with people or all together in a group. Just watching these characters interact with each other was the highlight of the movie. I think that they all did a great job of executing every single thing. I love the cast of Honora. Best ensemble by far. Loved it. I think they're well deserved. Like I said, there's tons of other movies in here that I had in the categories like Nosferatu, Dune, Sing Sing. Had a great cast as well. They had really strong cast. Conclave, but I really think that Honora's cast is the best part of the movie and elevates that movie to why it's so many people's top movie of the year. I think with these other films that have great ensembles, there's maybe like some performances that are stronger, or there's other aspects of the movie that there's other aspects of the movie that why the movie is really good and not just the ensemble. So yeah, let's see what you guys got to say. Also, CC, I love your presentation. She was great. Next year I'm gonna get her to do more categories because she was amazing. Hey Zach, do you know YouTube? My first goal is to hit 300 subscribers or 500 subscribers to see my most anticipated 15 movies in theaters and review the 15 movies. Nice, man. That's a strong goal. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to get there and to be along the journey. Always great to see the Spoiler Kings. Facts. It is, Nora. The presenters have been awesome so far. Yes, they have. Next up is the last. So that was the last acting category. So we did technical, we did craft, we've done acting. So that was the last acting nomination we're doing. Now we're going to do some of the top nominations and things here, and I'm excited to do this. Let's go for the first one. This is best first feature. So this is someone who's directing their first full-length film. So they could have directed a documentary, they could have directed a short before, but this is the first full feature narrative film. I went so long without any editing mistakes, and there was one. Yeah, I was going to say best first feature, not best supporting actress. I guess I might have made that graphic right after. But yes, best first feature is Ramel Ross with Nickel Boys. This is one of the most innovative films that I've seen, one of the strongest first films that I've seen from somebody, from the way it's edited, the way it's put together, the innovative way he used point of view in the movie. I thought was fantastic. I think he got really good performances from a lot of the actors in this film, especially Arjanu Ellis Taylor, one of the MVPs of 2024. And yeah, I think he has a bright future. He did direct a documentary before this, but it was like a documentary short, I believe. This was his full first feature length narrative feature, and I think he did a banging job and knocked it out of the park, and giving me a idea about a topic that I've never even heard about, and bringing me to light about something that happened in history that I didn't know about. So yeah, if you haven't got a chance, Nickel Boys is probably going to be up for some Oscars. Go check out Nickel Boys when you get a chance. I think it's going wide soon. I chose Sing Sing because the majority of the cast are actual former inmates that went through the program and they killed it. They definitely 1000% killed it. I need to see Nickel Boys. I need to see Nickel Boys. Yeah, man. So it's a tough watch because of the subject matter, but it's a great watch as well. Okay, the next one is another presenter. We got Kenny Sparks.
And now for the category where we celebrate the best of the best in cinematic animation. These films tug at your heartstrings, facilitate emotions like joy, sadness, fear, and wonderment. Don't let the bright colors fool you. This so-called children's medium has inspired those young and old, and has taught us so much about life and the world around us. So without further ado, let's get to our nominees for Best Animated Feature. Inside Out 2. I have never seen a better personification of what an actual anxiety attack feels like. Memoirs of a Snail. Finding the beauty of life and the desire to live in the face of great suffering. Mars Express. I have not seen this movie. The Wild Robot, a beautiful movie about what it means to love and how to care for those who may not be able to care for themselves. Robot Dreams. I have not seen this movie. Flow, an incredible survival adventure starring a cat, a dog, a capybara, a meerkat, no there isn't, a lemur rather, and a crane. This movie just flows so well.
Move this man!
Transformers 1. I stand with Megatron. I stand with Megatron. And our winner is Memoir of a Snail. Zach, tell us why this snail won the race.
So the snail won the race because Memoir of the Snail, I think everything you described in a lot of those movies there, I think Memoir of the Snail has it in spades. It's dark humor, it's light and wholesome humor. The way it attacks depression and darkness and trauma is showcasing, like a lot of movies that deal with trauma deal with it in a way where it's just showing the trauma all the time and just only shows the light towards the end. And how like a lot of times it's like there's no happiness until you get over the trauma. But this movie showcases that you don't really get over trauma, is always there, but you just have to fight to find the happiness in those pockets. And I love that message. And I just love the journey, this odyssey that you go on with these characters, or the main characters, and how great it was to watch. I just had a good time with that movie. It is one of the saddest movies of the year. Kenny Sparks sent me a bill for how sad it made him, but I think it's one of the best animated movies of the year. It's made for adults. It's not an animated film for kids, and well, we're all adults here. And I think that it does a really good job of competing with the best of the best films that came out live action or animated. So yeah, Memoir of Snail is my favorite animated movie of the year, and I think it's well deserving. Let's see what you guys got to say. Got me looking like Trump? No. That man looked like a Dr. Seuss character. You look fine. I think I did a good job. You ain't that orange. Zach, I'm planning to watch Different Man tomorrow. Nice. I stand with Megatron. Oh, once again, the editing with the stand with Megatron, all Kenny Sparks. I'm not that good of an editor. I don't know how the hell he did that. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Is Flow on any streaming service yet? No, it's still in theaters. It's not on streaming services yet. No, well, actually, I think Flow might be on rental. I think you can rent it, and it's in theaters. I need to watch Memoir of the Snail. Hearing too many good things about it. Yeah, man, you need to go watch it. Let's just say you'll enjoy the end. I don't want to spoil anything. That was very cool, Kenny. I stand with Megatron. Nice. You got some Megatron people here. Trump looks like the devil. He does. Kenny does not. Kenny looks wholesome. Next up is
Well, hello there. We're the Obi Thorn Alliance, and we are proudly presenting the international movies for Zack Attack's live stream. Thank you for letting us do it.
So let's get into it. The nominees are?
Yes, Flow, Kill, Mars Express, Moir of a Snail, Perfect Days.
La Chimera, Look Back, Mads, Red Rooms, and The Beast. And the winner is?
Moir of a Snail.
I haven't seen this film, have you?
No.
Well, Zach obviously thinks it's good, so congratulations on the win.
thank you, Obi Thorn Alliance, for presenting the best international feature. International films are severely underlooked every single year. I know we just got Memoir Snail for Best Animated, but it is an Australian film. The Obi Thorn Alliance is an Australian movie reviewing channel, and obviously international. So I was glad for them to be able to present that and give a movie from their motherland the win. Yeah, every year I see so many great international films from India, China, Korea, Japan, and now Australia's been getting some. Talk to Me was an Australian horror movie that I really, really liked, and they're starting to get their name put into it as well. And I think that Memoir of Snow is another movie that's well deserved. All those other films on that list were fantastic as well, but Memoir of Snow was a film that I really, really enjoyed. I didn't get to check out some of the ones that are actually getting nominated at the award shows, like All We Imagine Is Light. I don't think that's really got an official release in America yet, but yeah, Memoir of Snow was up there for me. We get an update. Memoir of Snow, Doom 2, and Nosferatu all tied at 2 attackies apiece. Nice. Speaking of that, let's give away another digital code. This is for the Back to the Future trilogy. So this is all 3 movies. You can own them on digital. Get down that code. It's not going to be up for long. I am going to take it down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks again to Collective Movie Man to find digital codes for me to give away to my subscribers and my channel members and everyone watching. I appreciate you. Memoir of Snow is the first back-to-back winner of the 2025 Attackies, and I think it might be the first back-to-back winner of history. So that's some history books right there. Up next, lost my place, is Best Director. We're almost there. We're almost at the end, guys. Almost at the end. I think one of the best actors of this generation, period, is Denis Villeneuve. Between Blade Runner 2049, Prisoners, the first Dune, Incendies, and everything he's done so far, Arrival, he's done a great job of crafting films that are some people consider masterpieces. A lot of these directors on this list are phenomenal and have catalogs that are great, but I think Dune Part 2 is one of the best put together films of all time, one of the best sci-fi films of all time, and he was at the helm of every part of it. He was in the editing room. He was showing the people how to ride the sandworms. He was really invested and crafted a beautiful film that I think was super memorable, and I think was the second biggest event of the year. Oh, my lights turned off. Oh my goodness. while I go fix that, because all the technical errors have to happen, let me give away another digital code while I go fix my light. So this is for Jurassic World, Lost World, Jurassic Park, Lost World. Okay, your boy's back. That was a code for Jurassic World. I'm back. Hopefully my light doesn't turn back off. I don't know why that happened. I might have to buy a new one. Prisoners is a great movie. It definitely is. Denis is a great choice. The Lost World is underrated. Facts. All factual things that you just said. So guys, we are down to the top category of the year. This is the best film of the year. I have many films in here that I love. This might be the category that's the most obvious, even though it's the main event. But let's get to it. Yeah, come on. If you've been around this channel, if you know me, you know it was gonna be Dune. Dune Part 2, one of the best films of the year, one of the best films I've ever seen. It's in my all-time greatest film list at the bottom. But some rewatches might make it raise up. I think this is a phenomenal feat that Denis was able to pull off with some phenomenal performances from all the actors, with some of the best cinematography, sound, editing, you name it. All the technical and all the craft, everything was here. Themes, messaging, action. It worked on all levels for me. I think this is the best movie of the year. It surprises me that this movie is getting snubbed and shunned from these official award shows that are happening for Amelia Perez. But yeah, Dune Part 2, a phenomenal movie. I know it's not everyone's choice. We got some Dune Part 2 haters in the chat, but for me, it was absolutely amazing. So that is the best film of the year, and that is all the categories I got. We have one last digital code to give away. And that is the code for The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, action film from last year, starring Henry Cavill. So I'm going to take that code down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully everyone got the code. And now that this is over, we are going to be going into our Q&A section. So you can ask me about anything, about the nominees, the awards, why they didn't nominate this particular person, anything you want for the next 10 minutes. Appreciate everybody coming out for this. It was really fun. Dune Part 2 now leads all nominees with 4 attackies. He said, I think Dune Part 2 is going to win, or The Substance is going to win. Tennis Reaper, he said, the Zach Master is here. How's it going today, and how is your weekend going so far? My day has been solid. It's been waiting packages and making graphics for this live stream, which I messed up on some of them, unfortunately. But you guys don't mind, you know, I'll do better. What about most disappointing movie of the year? Ooh, the most disappointing movie of the year, the one that jumps out of my head right away is I Saw a TV Glow. I was really excited for that movie because of the hype that it had. A lot of people talked about it like it was going to be one of the best movies of the year. It's A24. I thought, okay, this is going to be a movie that I absolutely love. and unfortunately, it disappointed me at every single step. Other than that, I guess Joker 2 would be another disappointing movie. It was a movie that I ended up liking more than most people, but not as much as I wanted to like it. I think it just had so many problems and just ended up being like a film that's going to end up being something that people don't really remember at all, unfortunately. So that was highly, highly disappointing. Another film that was disappointing was The People's Joker. This film that I was really, really excited about, but ended up not being that great. The Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is a movie also that I was very disappointed in because I had a good time with Afterlife. I probably don't like it as much as everyone else does, but Afterlife was pretty strong. But Frozen Empire was just a little bit below mediocre. I think Moana 2 is another movie that I was a little disappointed in as well. I saw the first Moana, absolutely loved it. And Moana 2 was a step down in every single way except animation. And yeah, but the movie's going to make $1 billion, so Disney doesn't care. So those are the ones that I'm looking at my letterbox right now that was kind of disappointing for me. Yeah, that's all I could think about. I think maybe The Brutalist and Deadpool Wolverine, but on a lesser extent, because I thought there was going to be like top 10 movies of the year for me, but they ended up being just really good watches and not great watches for me. Loved Doom Part 2. Very well. How's it going? Derpy, what's up, man? How are you doing? Zach, are you going to do a video for your most anticipated movies of 2025? I think now that I'm done with all the 2024 stuff, the awards, the list, and all that, I'm going to start working on a video for my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2025. In the history of the Taggies, which movie has won the most awards? That's a good question. And if I was a better person of tracking things, I would have had that stat for you, but I don't. For right now, I'm pretty sure it's Doom Part 2, but I gotta watch the Zack Attack Awards from last year. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember from last year what was my big thing. I don't remember. Was there a movie that I really, really loved that I was like had to win? I can't remember. But yeah. I gotta go. I gotta watch the last Attack Award show. But I'm gonna ask you guys a question in the poll. How was this year? Presentation and changes. Perfect. Needs improvement. Like the old way. Solid. Yeah, I haven't even bought Joker 2. I'm gonna wait and get it for cheap next year during Black Friday. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it cheap too. I remember when Return to King was nominated, it won every single award. It only lost 2 awards. Yeah, one of the most nominated movies of all time at the Oscars. You probably would. You would probably have Doom 2 win in every category, right? No, Doom 2 did not win every category, Tennis Reaper, like you thought. It did lose out on some categories. It won 4 awards, but it was nominated for more than 4. It was the most nominated movie of all the movies here, but it only won 4. This year was great. Perfect pacing, great presenters. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man. I've been thinking about this show for a long time. So kind of all I've been thinking about, making sure I pulled this off and ended up being great. And you guys made it great too. I definitely want to have more presenters next year. I think that will be great to have more people presenting the categories, and also will help me in terms of editing graphics. So yeah, I want to bring back Kenny Sparks to present the Spoiler Kings, CC, TJ. If you guys are still, hopefully you guys are still around. Hopefully, and then add some other guys. We Thought Alliance. And bring some more people on too to present as well. And then give you guys stricter guidelines. I'm going to have some stricter guidelines. We're going to have new categories. We're going to have some stricter guidelines. I think I'm going to only do 10 nominees each category. The nominees were kind of all over the place in terms of how many I had each one, because I was like, I don't want to leave no one out, but I'm going to be stricter for next year's. So Maybe I can present next year. Yeah, I'll definitely give you a category to do. Yes, very good job at presenting and the guest presenters. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys did an amazing job presenting. Oh my God. It was so much fun watching everybody present. Obi Thorne Line, Spoiler King, CC with her great energy, TJ with his comedy, and Kenny Sparks with his energy and comedy. You guys did a great job and did not let me down. So I appreciate all of you guys making my job easier, you know? One thing that was funny, I didn't realize until after the second time that you guys couldn't hear me when the presenting awards was coming up. I thought you guys would hear me say the name, but it mutes me when I do that. I didn't realize. So yeah. The first one I was doing it, and then I looked down, I was like, oh, I'm muted. Hey Zach, out of the HBO shows that are coming out this year, Last of Us Season 2, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, White Lotus Season 3. I'm guessing you asked me which one I'm most excited about. I don't know what Night of the Seven Kingdoms is or White Lotus. I haven't watched. Well, I don't know what Night of the Kingdom 7 is. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I never watched that. White Lotus I've never seen, but I do want to watch. But Last of Us, I've seen season 1. The two video games are two of my favorite video games of all time. I'm super excited to see how people react to this season. It's going to be very, very controversial. So I'm excited to see how they pull that off. Zach, are you going to be watching Severance? Yes. I think after I get off of this in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to go check out episode 1. Night of the Seven Kingdoms is a new Game of Thrones show. Oh, okay. I'll see a trailer and see. I still got to watch House of Dragon season 2. You know, House of Dragon was my first Game of Thrones show I watched, so I'm not like jumping on all the shows. No problem, man. I figured what you were talking about. Everybody in the chat, what is your favorite movie of the year? Let's talk about that. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite best male performance? And what's your favorite female performance? We'll do that, and then we'll sign off. Are you still enjoying Skeleton Crew? Yeah. I haven't caught up yet, but I'm enjoying the show a lot, actually. A lot more than a lot of the other recent Star Wars shows. Excuse me. Did you see the new trailer for the video-based game Until Dawn? Yes. So I have mixed feelings, right? I think that I haven't played Until Dawn, so I don't have emotional attachment to the game. But I feel for the people who are fans of saying that this is not Until Dawn, they're just using the name. But on the other side of it, I think that the trailer is one of the most unique horror movie trailers that we've gotten. A time loop horror film where each loop is a different horror genre, and they got to figure out how to get out of it and survive each time. It's a very unique idea that we haven't had. We have time loop movies, we have time loop horror movies, but not in a way that they're doing here. So I think this could be one of the best movies of the year if they execute it right. But I do feel for the video game fans because, you know, we got an accurate Mario movie, we got an accurate Sonic movie, we got an accurate Five Nights at Freddy movie. We're probably going to get an accurate Mortal Kombat film for the second one that's coming out. I think that's this year. You know, Last of Us, Fallout, a lot of these shows and stuff like that have been more accurate. So I kind of feel them on how they're not happy about that. Fly Me to the Moon was your favorite movie of the year. I remember you said I was surprised. I'm still going to need to go check that out. Your favorite movie of the year is Wicked. Nice. Also, Kingdom of Planet of Apes. Nice. Okay. Cinema. I actually play the game, and the thriller. The trailer is literally different, but I understand what they are going to stray away from it. Yeah, I heard that they're going to be using some killers from the game, but they are straying with it. I think that I get where they're coming from with the time loop thing because you kind of play over the scenarios until you can get the characters out and you have different scenarios and stuff like that. So I see where they got the concept from, but it's not exactly Until Dawn. Favorite active performance is Ray Fiennes. Nice. My favorite movie was Gladiator 2. Nice. Gladiator 2 love. I know that the movie got a lot of hate, so I'm happy to see that I'm seeing more people enjoy Gladiator 2. It's great. I thought it was really good. It's not the masterpiece that Gladiator is, but it's still a great movie. Let's end this poll. So I asked you guys, how was the presentation for this year? And the poll's not popping up for some reason. Let me see. All right, here we go. So it says perfect. 66% of you guys said perfect. 33% said needs improvement. That's fair. And more improvements will come. Slowly but surely, as I become a better editor and this next year comes, I'll prepare better. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 more questions and then head out. How many 2025 movies have you seen thus far? Good question. Let me check my letterbox. Lists. I have seen 4. Is it 4? I've seen 4 2025 movies. I have a review I have to do for a movie that I got a screener for. It's coming out on Shudder soon. That I have to do that review tomorrow. Also have 2 other screeners that I need to go check out. I got to see if I'm going to review them, but yeah, I'm excited to check out more movies. My favorite actress performance was Mikey Madison, and she is now my favorite celebrity crush. Nice. She's a beautiful woman. Same. I've seen exactly 4. Me and him always trying to keep up with each other. Favorite performance, Colin Farrell from The Penguin. That's fair. What are your top 4 favorite? You silly goose. Den of Thieves is in last place right now. Wolfman following that. The Damned, and then Grafted is the #1 film so far for this year. What would you like them to do with Shadow in the TV show that they're doing? Kind of explore him exploring humanity. I think he's been cooped up in that lab for 30 years, so he's going to be like a fish out of water. So seeing how he learns things, I think that'll be really, really fun. Him engaging with a healthy human relationship and some secret organization trying to get him. I think that will be a really cool 6-episode series. And then him finding Sonic and stuff like that towards the end will be fun. All right, guys, this has been really, really fun. I appreciate every single one of you for all participating. All the presenters are going to shout you guys out again. That's the Obi Thorn Alliance, Kenny Sparks, the Spoiler Kings, all 3 of you guys. I love you. CC Clemens and TJ. Thank you all for presenting. And thank you all for making this as fun as possible and enjoying the 2nd annual Zack Attack Movie Awards. This has been really, really great. This is Kenny Sparks' ranking for all the movies that he's seen yet. I need to watch Wallace and Gromit. All the movies he's seen this year. And it's going to be peace out, man. Thank you, Ten Streamer. I appreciate you. See you guys next time.